Right. Well, I want to know this. Is Tommy Fierro always such a condescending douche? I mean, I've got this next clip
What
here.
makes you say that?
Well, this next clip that I'm going to play before I
He
get...
is a douche, but you say condescending, so
Yeah, well...
apparently you've got another clip that's going to make me believe what you got to say, so play it.
Okay.
I agree with you. I'll say so.
Okay, here we go.
We can leave him on. Lodi, Shamu, all those guys, we can leave him on. And Shamu, isn't that one of the guys on the show?
Actually, it's Samu.
Oh, I thought you had the Killer Whale had a segment on here. I didn't know.
Yeah, you.
Good day.
Come on, that was funny. Come on.
I thought that was kind of being a douche myself.
Well, you finally played a clip that I'm not particularly thrilled that you played. I don't know exactly what made you go there, Cal. Apparently you found a little chuckle in that, too. Is that why you played that for your 77,000 listeners?
No, of course not. I just thought he was
Did you
really
found
being
something
mean.
funny in that?
I thought he was being mean.
You got that tickled your funny bone?
No, not at all. I thought he was being mean.
Well, he was being mean. Because I was being friendly and nice about the real the Killer Whale.
Yeah.
That's who I thought that he was talking about.
And who was it? Samu, he says?
Samu, it's the former wrestler. You may not have followed the sport closely enough to know who he is. He actually has some world fame. He actually is more famous than me, but he's never beat me in the ratings.
Wow, there's somebody more famous.
And referring to me as a whale didn't particularly make my day, if you get my drift, Callie.
Right.
And I think you've seen that I probably would have rather you had not played that particular clip.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's you know, referring to me as a whale, just because I happen to pack a few extra pounds, called me a whale and then laughed about it like he was a real comedian. Well, there's a lot of comedians out of work. We don't need Tommy Fierro being funny. Well, I think, as a matter of fact, there's one clip apparently you didn't play, because I did make a little innuendo about Tommy Fierro and his age. Do you have that clip? You don't have that one, do you?
I don't have it, but I'm
I'll fill everybody in on it real quick. That's the clip where I asked Tommy Fierro how old he was.
And he said 32, didn't he?
And he said 32.
Right.
I said 32. Well, let me see here. Jimmy Cornette's 55. You're the only young promoter that Jimmy Cornette would work for back in the day, many, many years ago. And you and Cornette? What's adding up out of that story?
Yeah.
And he started backpedaling. He didn't have anything to say. He didn't have any denials. He didn't have any confirmations.
He didn't
I said, maybe I need to have you on my show, Tommy Fierro, and maybe you have some confessions to make.
He might.
And you know what he said. He didn't say anything.
He didn't say a word, I remember.
Which is normally the biggest testimony to guilt there can ever be.
Yes.
Is if I asked you, Callie, did you have sex with those 4 men behind that building? Well, and then you look at me with a glazed look and say nothing.
Because I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say. That would lead me to believe that, well, maybe you did. You're not even defending yourself. And Tommy Fierro didn't defend himself when I accused him of having a little something going on with possibly Jim Cornette, the old man. 55 and 32, do the math. Back that up 10 years. Right.
See how old they were. Back it up 15 years, see how old they were.
Well,
and he is the only young promoter that Jimmy would ever work for.
It was kind of like surprising.
I smell a rat in a woodpile is what I smell.
I might have to agree with you there, Kenny.
That's exactly what I smell.
It seemed like...
But you didn't have that clip where I made Tommy Fierro look like a fool. You have the one to where I look like a fool.
Well,
so I tell you what I'm going to do today, Callie. I'm not particularly real thrilled with this. I'm going to do one thing before I go. I'm going to let the fans know out there that you can make your donations to Kenny Bolin at MSN.com via PayPal to help the Bolin Foundation. And you say whatever you want, Callie. You know what the Bolin Foundation's about.
Yes, I do. But
you can now testify to what the Bolin Foundation does. And having my finger in the youth of America, I think you saw firsthand what that's all about. So I do encourage y'all to make your donations, $1, $5, $10. Anybody who makes a $20 donation or better gets a free DVD of their choice.
But Kenny, you
know,
and
you get an autographed picture of the king as well. I think I forgot to mention that. And I greatly appreciate the donations we've been getting. That's very kind of you, but we need to step it up. The Bolin Foundation is a huge organization.
I got a lot of kids out there to see. There's kids all over this planet, and I plan on seeing them all before I'm done, especially those young little girls and little boys that have been violated by Cornette. Maybe there's others. Maybe Tommy Fierro's up to some no good I don't know about. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to find out. I'm going to put the word out. But no, being as it looks like this week, Callie, your thing is to make fun of me. You opened the show making fun of me.
Kenny, you know this is an hour show,
and then you
right?
get off the little thing there about Tommy Fierro trying to make me look bad, calling me a whale. We're going to end this show early today.
Well, Kenny, it's an hour show. We're supposed to do an hour.
Well, Callie, let me explain to you how it's done in the television business. You've never done any TV. It's called fill.
Oh,
it's what you do after I do this.